Hey guys, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about not stressing about the future, not being anxious and worried. I have been listening to some tarot card readings lately. I like to listen to them, and I don't live my life by the tarot. I just like to listen to it because I think it's interesting, and then sometimes I'll think, oh yeah, that really is going on in my life right now. So there has been a common theme with the tarot that I've been listening to. They've all been saying because of the Venus retrograde, or I don't know, that's coming in, that emotional things are going to be coming up and that exes are going to be coming back, and there's an ex who wants to come back. And here's the thing I want to say about that. When people hear certain things like that, or I've heard other tarot readings where they said, oh, you've got conflict coming up, or there's a lesson to be learned. And I just want to say this. I think it's fine if you want to listen to tarot, and it's fine if you want to just kind of see what's happening in your life. But don't let that stress you out, and don't let that dictate what you do in your life. You have to live your own life. I think tarot's great and it's entertaining, but it can't be something that you absolutely take every step in your life by. I mean, it's not, I think it can give us a prescription for what could happen and what things may be coming up, but I don't think you should stress about it. That's what I want to say. When it talked about exes coming back, in the past I've always been the type of person that I'm like, leave the past in the past and don't revisit that. But I've also learned that I think you have to just take every situation as it comes and take it one step at a time. Because if an ex came back and a situation was different and things were better, then yeah, by all means, have a new beginning with that person. I mean, I know there are some people who say an ex is an ex for a reason. And yeah, that sometimes is very much true. But I also think that people have the opportunity to change and grow, and that you should never not give someone the benefit of the doubt. I mean, even just a few months ago, I would have been like, nope, not going to happen. But I've learned, I've grown. I am not the same person that I was 6 months ago. I'm a totally different person in a lot of ways. I am more confident. I am more loving and understanding of other people because I understand that we are all on a different journey. And we're not all going through the same things at the same time. We weren't raised the same way. We all come from different backgrounds. And sometimes we have to be a little flexible in our belief system. But being a Taurus, I'm stubborn. And so in the past, I would always stick to what I believed, and I was not going to budge in any way. And I have learned to be a little more open about that. I have learned that if you were going to try to date me 6 months ago, I would be a totally different person, and we may not get along. I don't know. And now it's totally different. So I know that I have changed. So it would be very unfair of me to say that other people aren't able to change as well. But my basic message to you is, if you're getting this message over and over of like, oh, an ex is coming back, don't stress about it, okay? Just take everything as it comes. Take life one day at a time. Don't give any worry to anything, because I feel like whatever is meant to happen is going to happen anyway. And whatever road you're supposed to take, you're going to take. And you're where you're supposed to be. We're learning lessons we're supposed to learn. You can't make a wrong choice. If anything, if you decide to give someone another chance and they blow it and it doesn't work out, there's a lesson you were supposed to learn. Or if you give another person another chance and it turns out they have changed for the better and things work out better, then that's great. But I don't think you should stress out about it. And I just really felt it was important to say this because I've just been hearing that a lot. And I know that can cause anxiety in people. It can cause people to lose sleep or to have indecision and say, I don't know what to do. I don't know which path to take. And I don't want you to feel that way in your life. I don't think that you should live your life being anxious. That's a terrible place to be. Anxiety sucks. So I don't want you to live your life feeling like, oh, what's going to happen? What's around the corner? Oh, somebody's coming back. Just take a deep breath and just know that whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. Maybe have a plan of action, like if somebody tells you, oh, an ex is coming back, well, maybe just have a plan of action. Maybe just say, okay, you know what, I'm going to have an open mind, but this has to change, and then I would be willing to do something else. Or I'm willing to listen, but I'm also going to go with my intuition and my gut, because our intuition is the best indicator of what we should do. We know what we're supposed to do. Our higher selves already know. We already had our lives mapped out. We just have to be better at tuning in and listening to what our gut is telling us, and it will tell us. And if you feel like you need to reach out to someone for guidance, that's okay too, but you have a whole spiritual team that you can pray to who can give you guidance and give you signs if you ask for it. But my main message today is just really don't stress out about anything in life. I mean, think about it. If it's not really going to matter in a year from now, don't let it bother you. Don't sweat the small stuff. Really don't. It's easy to get sucked into that vortex of worry and anxiety and despair, and that can make you physically sick. And it definitely will make you miserable. So don't do that to yourself. There's nothing that you need to be anxious or worried about. Everything is going to work out. I spent so much of my life being anxious and worried about things that really in the long run were stupid and didn't make one bit of difference in my life. Worrying about really dumb things. And what I've learned is it's not worth it. Nothing should rob you of your joy and your peace. And in the end, what's going to happen is going to happen anyway. Life is really 90% about how we react to situations, because I feel like those situations occur as a test to us and for us. And are we going to learn the lesson, or are we going to continue to let those little things drag us down and suck us into that vortex of, oh, my life sucks, this happens, this keeps happening, why does this happen to me? And then we go into victimhood, and then we get dragged down again. It's really easy to get bogged down by all of that. It's super easy. It's so much easier to do that instead of saying, you know what? I know who I am. I know where I came from. I know I'm being taken care of. I know I can't make a wrong decision. My intuition is telling me this. I'm not going to let this bother me. Because when we have that attitude, sometimes I find when I just go with the flow, things end up working out without me having to do that much anyway. They just kind of work out to the highest good of everyone involved. So I hope that you don't let things get you down and you don't let the stress get to you, because it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And there are a lot of things you can do if you feel like life is starting to get to you, or you feel like you're worrying about something. One of the things we can do is just to stop everything we're doing, take some deep cleansing breaths, and just be in stillness. Go sit outside in nature if you can. We're having fall weather now. The temperatures are getting cooler. Sometimes it's really nice to sit outside when there's a little sunshine, but it's not hot. Just take a look around you in nature and ground yourself in nature again, and allow yourself to clear your mind. And sometimes when we clear our mind, that's when we can really hear our intuition and our inner voices telling us what we need to do. You can even pray before you go to bed if you are experiencing some sort of problem in your life, or you need some kind of direction. Just ask before you go to bed that God would give you the answer, that He would allow you to see it through His eyes and know what the right answer is before you go to bed. And then you might find that, we talked the other day, when you go to sleep, that is the easiest time for Spirit to communicate with you, because we don't have all that other stuff running through our heads. You might find that the answer comes to you then. You can do a meditation. and ask the universe questions that you would like to get answers to. You can go seek someone else to try to help you find the answers if you feel like you're not able to figure it out for yourself. But we all have the tools to help ourselves. We just really need to trust that we have them. Many of us doubt that, but you have the ability to do that for yourself. And most importantly, I would say, is to just live in the moment, be in the moment, just take life as it comes, and don't try to live too far in the future and try to predict what's going to happen to you, because life's unpredictable anyway. Life's going to unfold the way it's supposed to, and you're going to be fine. No matter what happens, you're going to be fine. Everything is going to work out for your highest good. And when you pray to your team every day, pray that, ask that things work out for your highest good or the highest good of everyone involved. And again, you might magically find that things just end up working out on its own. Don't stress. Remember that during this time, it's really important for you to take care of yourself. Show yourself some love every day. When we love ourselves deeply and completely, we are showing the world how we want to be treated, that we want to be treated that way. We love ourselves and we will expect nothing less from everyone else. So as you go about your day, make sure you're doing things to take time out for yourself. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure that you are eating properly, good nutrition, staying hydrated, getting some exercise, doing things that nourish your soul. Listening to great podcasts from people who are so awesome. I know I have a lot of podcasts that I listen to, and I really love that those people give me good advice. Just this morning, I listened to one where she talked about protecting yourself and making sure that you are surrounding yourself in light every day and keeping out anything that would be negative or would want to stick to you and drag you down and drain you emotionally. It's like those energy vampires. Make sure you're staying away from those people too. All right. And Julia Treat, she was the podcast I listened to today. So if you're interested in hopping over to listen to her podcast, and I know some of you already do, she had a great one today. So I hope you guys are doing well and you're not letting the anxiety of the future get to you, because it's all going to be great. It's going to be fine. Universe has your back. God has your back. You are created from Source. You are created from God and one with God, and you have everything you need right now to be successful. You just need to remember who you are and where you came from, and know that you are loved so, so much. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me. As always, if you like this podcast, please share it with your friends. Please leave me some stars on iTunes or leave me comments. I love reading your comments. Thank you guys for all of those sweet people who've left me comments. It means so much to me. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in ever having a Reiki session with me, hop on over to my website. At the end of my Reiki sessions, I always give angel messages too. So if you're interested in that, hop on over there and check it out. If you're interested in a purposeful pilgrimage, 22 days of transforming your life and up-leveling spiritually, check that out as well. If you're in need of any essential oils, you need some lavender oil so that you can take a nice, relaxing hot bath, there's a link on my website for the doTERRA oils as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm sending you so much love and light. And I will see you again soon, or I should say talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.